gorgeous? Does that funk have you feeling stuck? Have you questioning your purpose, or even yet having you asking if your best years are behind you? Girl, you have zero obligation to stay in that funk. This podcast is for women who want to get the funk out of here, who want to play bigger, ask for more, and step out of mediocrity. Imagine a life filled with lots of energy, excitement, and filled with spunk instead of that funk. This is the Unfunk Your Mind podcast. I'm your host, Crystal. Let's go! Hi there, amazing friends. Welcome to Season 2 of Unfunk Your Mind. It's a brand new year, and we're diving headfirst into the adventures that 2024 has in store for us. There's no turning back to 2023, so are you ready to embrace what awaits you this year? This could be the year you make a new best friend, land that dream job, or discover a passion that lights up your soul. On the flip side, there might be unexpected challenges like that phone call you didn't want, or the refrigerator deciding to call it quits and you have to buy a new one. Life loves its opposites, its contrasts. It delivers the good, the bad, the unwanted, the wanted. But here's the beauty. In every moment, you get to decide how you show up. So why not start showing up now, proactively shaping your journey? Let's rewind to the basics, shall we? And infuse a new energy into the everyday tasks. Cooking dinner, doing the laundry, loading the dishes, making the bed, or even going for a walk. These may not sound glamorous, but how you show up in these seemingly mundane moments can set the tone for bigger things. Consider this an invitation to show up differently for those routine tasks, the ones we often put on autopilot. It's time to break free from the monotony and inject a fresh perspective. Sure, your inner child might be groaning at the idea. Do we have to? Do we really have to? Does that sound familiar? We all want to engage in something more glamorous or profound. Anything but those daily chores. But here's the magic. When you show up as your best self in the small, seemingly insignificant tasks, you're programming yourself to show up as your best version overall. Picture this, tackling the mundane questions like, what's for dinner? Or are my clothes clean? With an unwavering positive attitude. That's where the real magic happens. But consistently showing up and acing the basics, you're creating a ripple effect. It's a reflection of the little things that weave together your days, months, and years. So let's kick off this year by choosing to show up. Not just in the grand moments, but in the everyday, seemingly unexciting tasks. Your future self will thank you for it. Not every day is marked by a life-altering breakthrough or a monumental decision. While we eagerly anticipate those transformative moments, it's the routine, everyday tasks that often meet us with resistance. You've heard that inner voice saying, I don't feel like it, or felt that bubbling of resistance surface as you face those familiar chores. But here's the thing. You don't have to surrender to those feelings. You don't have to heed their call. Even when the I don't feel like it mantra echoes loudly, you can choose not to let those feelings dictate your actions. How can you show up as the best version of yourself despite those moments of pure resistance? It starts with taking the first step. Drop that first load of laundry in the wash. Pick up the broom, open the dishwasher, or lace up your shoes for that walk outside. Often that initial step sets the stage for a positive momentum that carries you through the task. Consider the ripple effect your actions have on those around you. Tending to the laundry not only guarantees your family enjoys the comfort of clean clothes, but also sets a positive tone compared to the alternative. Or just fixing dinner ensures your family enjoys a healthier, balanced meal. A stark contrast to the quick fixes thrown in the microwave. I've said this before, but going to the gym, for me, isn't just about changing my body. It's about presenting the best version of myself to those around me. The workout becomes a reset, fueling me with positive energy. Let these fundamental practices be your conduit for spreading positive vibes, spreading your love. Consistently showing up and excelling in the basics is the key. Think about all the times you've shown up and triumphed over the simple things. Did you ever regret presenting your best self? Probably not. While there may be instances when you don't immediately see results, it's all interconnected. How you show up in the everyday basics is a reflection of how you'll show up in the significant moments. Consider runners preparing for a marathon. They don't just show up day of the race ready to crush it. More likely, they started with the basics, like eating healthy meals and following a training plan. When you consistently show up for the basics, it's a form of mastery, signaling to the universe that you're in the process of transformation and ready for the big race. Your attitude, energy, and readiness for positive change becomes evident, setting the stage for the universe to respond in kind. Instead of yielding to automatic responses and merely checking tasks off the list, let's infuse a fresh perspective or something new into our everyday duties. Let's purposely show up in a new way, adding intention and vibrancy to each task, and show up in a fresh way. Dance with the broomstick if you need to. Involve your kids in loading the dishes, or opt for a walk with a friend instead of going solo. Add a touch of life to your dishwashing area with some live plants, or personalize your cooking space by taping a picture of your family onto the backsplash. Switch up the fragrance of your cleaning spray you use to sanitize your countertops, creating a sensory experience that captivates your senses. Whatever you do, keep it simple. Many of us, especially women, find ourselves entangled in the grand scale, pondering how we can make a significant impact on the world. It's easy to overlook the micros, the basics, forgetting that how we show up for the small things determines our presence in the grander picture. In 2014, Admiral William McRaven, a retired Navy SEAL and author, elegantly stated that to change the world, you start by making your bed. The essence lies in starting your day with a basic task, creating a domino effect of accomplishment, building momentum from one task to the next. Even on the toughest days, returning to a well-made bed serves as a reminder that the little things matter. It reinforces the notion that if you can master the little things, you can master the big things. Even nutrition gurus often advocate for starting your day by drinking water immediately upon waking up. It's a small, basic act with a profound impact, rehydrating your body and kickstarting numerous benefits. Waking up and diving into the basics, showing up in this new approach can be a powerful challenge this year. It's about embracing the small, impactful acts that set the tone for a day filled with positivity and intention. Go ahead and elevate your routines and approach the basics with a renewed perspective. By infusing creativity and personal touches into the everyday, you're not just showing up, you're shining through in every moment. As you elevate your approach to the basic, don't forget that this includes your relationships. According to Dr. Dan Siegel, a leading expert, one of the most robust predictors for a child's future happiness, academic success, leadership skills, and meaningful relationships is whether at least one adult consistently shows up for them. Now, showing up in relationships isn't about spending copious amounts of time, energy, or money, especially in a world filled with scheduling demands and digital distractions. Instead, it's about offering a quality of presence. Ultimately, it is just about the basics, showing up. So as you venture into this year of unfunking your mind, extend the commitment to showing up in every aspect of your life, especially in your relationships. Whether it's the seemingly mundane task or the profound moments, showing up with intention and quality of presence can be a transformative force in creating a fulfilling and connected life. All right, ladies, as you embark on this new year, remember this. It's a blank canvas, and you have the power to decide how you'll paint it. The choices you make now, in terms of how you show up, will shape the woman you're becoming. Showing up isn't reserved solely for the significant moments. It's a practice of consistently being present in the smaller, everyday moments. It's about embracing the journey of stepping into your best self, even when it feels mundane. The basics, those everyday responsibilities, those daily chores, they become building blocks of your transformation. Even on the days when that inner voice says, I don't feel like it, or you convince yourself it doesn't matter, choose to show up. Let these foundational routines become your source of spreading that uplifting energy to others. Now here's the beauty. You won't always nail it, and that's okay. Your journey is uniquely yours. Decide how you want to show up and challenge yourself to do it differently. More often, let's say, than you did last year. Keep making those improvements. Keep mixing it up and making changes because your future self will thank you for every effort you took to reach her. And let's not forget, it's the small, consistent ways you show up that will propel you toward your goals more than the grand gestures. Whether it's in the daily tasks, relationships, or personal growth, the cumulative effect of your intentional presence will undoubtedly get you closer to the woman you aspire to be. So goodbye, ways of last year. Time to embrace some new and continuing to embrace this journey of unfunking our minds. Show up, embrace the basics, and let the ripple effect of your showing up, your positive presence, extend into every aspect of your life. Keep shining, keep showing up, and keep unfunking. Your future self is eagerly awaiting the incredible woman you're becoming. Until next time, stay fabulous and let's go.
My mom is not a doctor, not a psychologist, but this podcast is for motivational purposes only.
Before you go, Superwoman, I'd love it if you took a little action for me, like subscribe to my podcast and leave a review. Also, share the episode with a friend. And as a thank you, hit up my website, unfunkyourmind.com. That's right, unfunkyourmind.com to grab free journal prompts. Okay, ladies, now is the time to go unfunk your mind. Play bigger and ask for more. Open the door to possibility and cancel playing small. So get up and go.